online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads from over 200 countries and your #1 source in after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Top model. Top model. Top model. Top
21.
Top model.
Tyra.
Top model.
Slow down. Slow that beat down. Slow that beat down. We got this shit. Here we go. Let's see what I got.
Special guest.
I'm like Rage Cage. Do you even lift? My main bitch outraged cause I drank a fifth. Pre-game, then she drank a fifth. Now she's on her knee game, sucking on my dick. I tried to go to school, but fuck that shit. I dropped out of school, oh yeah, I really did it. Cause next top model was calling my name. So I packed up my shit and moved out to LA. Grew my hair out long, all these models want my number. No house for me, man, that would be a bummer. Got a textbook, prep
That's
look,
right.
yeah, I'm talking summer. Fuck Versace shit, I like Polo, Ralph Lauren. I got that last, I fucked up that last line. It was, I know you already said it.
Here we go.
I said, now next top model was calling my name. So I packed up my shit and moved out to LA. Grew my hair out long, all these models want my number. No house for me, man, that would be a bummer. Got a textbook, prep look, yeah, I'm talking southern. Fuck Versace shit, I want Polo, Ralph Lauren.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another America's Next Top Model recap. This is Cycle 21, Episode 3. The girl who's a player. And we have a special guest in the studio today, Adam Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Adam Smith.
What's up?
I'm your host, Emma Kay, and joining me today is a full panel.
Thaddeus Massey's in the house.
Francisco Thurston, everybody.
Amanda Fields Bennett.
It is so good to be back and great to have Adam in the studio with us. As you guys could see, we're having a lot of fun over here.
Adam.
Party up in here, yo! Adam.
So we brought the party from the TV show all the way to the AFTERBUZZ studio. It's a lot going on here, but I want to get into it. But before we do get into it, today was the first time we got the contest and what the winners are going to get, which is a modeling contract with Next, a spread in nylon, and a $100,000 campaign with Guess. So they're keeping it fairly similar to last season.
Yes.
So that's exciting. Now the models know actually what they're competing for.
And it makes sense with girls and guys that prize would help both of them out.
Yeah, most definitely.
For sure.
So we carried over a little bit from last episode, going into how everyone did. Some people were a little bit upset with, their scores and some of the feedback that they received. But they found out that they're having to do a silly string runway challenge for this episode. That was interesting.
Yeah,
I mean,
no
keeping
clothing, just silly string.
Yeah, keeping it no filter, really.
No filter. Nothing on.
No filter, no clothes.
They actually had to blur out some stuff on camera because
the boys
parts were hanging out.
just had.
All over the place.
We got to pick Adam's brain a little bit, backstage when we were watching the episode. But why don't you share with everyone what you guys actually had to wear, because it seemed like you guys were completely naked under those foams.
Oh yeah, definitely completely naked. It was weird. I mean, I'd never seen what they would use to do this. I was like, that's not going to stick on our body. So they gave us this tiny little thong. Not even a thong. I mean, it was literally like a shoelace, up your ass. And then the front in the front isn't even like a proper. It's not like you have like a tight.
It's one size fits all.
It's not like you have like a tight pocket and then like your shit stays there. It's like a loose like flap. With like some stickiness on the front.
I love it.
So they spray it and you hope it stays.
Wow.
Yeah, so,
wow.
Yeah, my nuts were out the whole time. I mean, you saw the move I did, where I kind of
Right.
This runway show
gave
was nuts.
a peek way, a peek to the fans below.
It's
my
definitely
goodness.
getting intense, and we're only on the 3rd episode, so I'm just wondering what we're gonna see on camera, with the models and the challenges once we get down, further down the road. So
And then with this runway challenge too, it wasn't just that they were wearing silly string. They walked down the runway, and the people watching the fashion show were spraying more silly string on the models as
correct. So Miss J,
Which-
tries to do her part by making all the models do a catwalk just to get them prepared to go down the runway,
they walked. Like a
because
little rehearsal.
not only are you,
backstage.
walking in front of people, audiences, and some people are not experienced, and, just that stage fright, you're being sprayed with strings in your face, and you can't see where you're going. So I'm surprised no one fell off the stage.
Yes.
Thank God.
It was very slippery, and then they didn't really tell us, that they were gonna have, silly strings there. We were like, all right, yeah, we're good. And the silly strings on us, and then all of a sudden it's like, bah, 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 bah. So, yeah, that was shocking.
You guys went into that not knowing that the audience.
Oh no idea.
So what was your mindset going into that? Because you're playing this Tarzan character, is it something that you came up with on the show, or is it more
No,
natural that comes out when you're...
No,
Just-
the Tarzan thing. I mean, I'm surprised they're giving that much airtime. Literally, we were fucking around with this line app, and you're all right, on the EDM show,
Right,
the
right,
EDM
yeah.
show, and I was like, all right, well, I was just gonna send it in, just nothing on it, just send the picture, and I was like, all right, maybe I should try to put like a border on it. And it was like this leopard border, and I was like, all right, this one's kind of funny with me, I got long hair. So I'll do hashtag Tarzan. That wasn't even my hashtag. Everyone else hashtag hashtag blessed, hashtag fierce.
Right.
And so I was like, all right.
Hashtag boom, boom, boom.
I got this leopard thing. I was like hashtag Tarzan, and now I'm like fucking Tarzan boy. And then. Yeah, and so now it's showing me yelling. Yeah, I was yelling, but I mean, I wasn't going crazy.
But I think it was exciting to have that energy with the fashion show because it's a little bit silly string on the models. I mean, you're not even really showing any clothes. It's not really about the fashion. So I like that, you got a chance to see all the models' different attitudes on the runway, the different characters you could bring out on stage. I mean, that makes it exciting for the audience to see.
Yeah, I was trying to have fun with it, and I guess Miss J and then the next dude didn't like it. Alexis didn't like it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well, they didn't like it, but I have to say, are you come across, crazy and amped, on camera, but are you coachable behind camera? Because we don't really get to see that.
I think I'm very coachable. I mean, coming in, I didn't know anything about the modeling world. How to model. So I'm sitting there. I just listen to you, side, I tell him I do what he says to do.
Yeah.
And I had
it
no
seems
other
to
choice.
be working for you so far.
Yeah, the other models, maybe they came in and they had a kind of a complex. Like, oh no, I know how to model. I'm a model. I've modeled.
Well, based on...
And you're like, I'm not a model. I mean, I've never done this before,
I'm
so
all right,
just tell me what to do.
So tell me
kind
what
of
to
thing.
do, and I'll do it. I'm a smart dude. What am I doing wrong?
Right.
I'll fix that if I need to.
That's the right attitude to have.
But
for sure.
I think that actually is a benefit, especially because, look, if you're on Next Top Model, you're obviously not a supermodel yet. If you're, it doesn't mean you don't have the potential to be, or you can
Right.
take your career to the next level. But obviously, for you to go in like, oh yeah, I've modeled before and blah blah blah, and you have all this experience. If you're a supermodel, then you wouldn't be on Next Top Model. So you need to actually wipe the slate clean and just go in and be coachable and listen to what they tell you.
Exactly.
I think that's actually an attribute, and that's actually something that's good. For him, he's
Yes.
using it as like, okay, I'm not going to come out here and act like I'm just on the show, and I'm going to just take the coaching and just work it
I
for
think-
what it's worth.
Especially for the judging panel, I think they really respect that attitude when you can be coachable and moldable and do, as they say, be like the clay.
Right.
Mold me. Yes.
Was that?
Oh my gosh.
That Bruce Lee the quote was like, "Be water, be water. You water, you take the shape of the container that you're in."
You're right.
Be water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And based on some of the comments we were hearing, it seems like Keith and Chantel were the top favorites from Miss J and Alexis. I personally feel like there is bias with those two. I'm not saying they're not great models, you know, because we really haven't seen a picture, so I can't be too harsh on them. But I do feel like there's a lot of bias going on with those two. What is your take on that, being from the, you know, show and actually having to be in a house with these people? Did they get any special treatment?
No special treatment. I mean, Keith got the, all right, he looks just like Tyson Beckford, you know, that whole thing. So a little bit of an advantage, I guess.
But is it? Because we've already had a Tyson.
Yeah.
So is that an advantage?
We've had a Tyson,
Right.
but Rob's in, you know, back home. So I guess Tyra needs another to entertain her. So
boyfriend. For the show.
Hey, that's what I said. I said Tyra is gonna keep him along because she's in love. She's in love.
But his picture was incredible.
But
it was good. Yeah.
well, let's not go to the forward.
doing it.
I'm just concentrating on the, you know, the runway, because a lot of it is, you know, I think there was a couple of other people that did well on the runway, but let's go into the winner, and then we'll come back and talk about that. Keith is actually the winner of the runway challenge.
Well, he did a good job.
He did a good job.
Clap.
But I really do think there was other people that did great as well. And when they said Chantel was the second kind of favorite and good person who did the runway very well, I was just like, really? Because I didn't think so. I mean, you can't really tell with people trying to wipe, you know, the strings off their face.
It's a silly challenge.
Well, here's the thing.
I have
Here's the
issues
thing.
about these challenges because you can't really judge who does a runway walk that well with just silly string. Like, you got to look at how people sell the clothes and how someone makes the clothes move. I mean, silly string.
What they did tell us about that you may not have noticed, but they didn't tell us until kind of halfway in that, you know, Keith didn't, you know, touch the silly string. He didn't, like, pull it off his face.
Right.
He just walked. Everyone else was like...
Right. And that's what
I was kind of distracting. But, you know, like, they didn't tell us that until about 6-7 people in.
Yeah.
They're like, no, don't move the silly string away from your face.
Just be artsy.
Well, that's kind of like, okay, now I understand, because it goes hand in hand with when you're doing a runway and your clothes are falling off of you. You know, you still need to play that natural look of just
Right.
go along with it
But
and make it part of the show.
Sometimes you can kind of just do this with their strap, just a little.
Yes.
But, you know, you know, you have to be aware that it can't be, like, too much of a move, but, like, if it's subtle, then it looks good.
Well, that's what I was going to say about Keith. Because Keith, to me, the reason why he won was because he was the only one that seemed like he was completely unfazed by the silly string. He didn't even like flinch. He didn't even like
down the runway.
Right. He just, in the silly string was hitting him in the face, and he was just like, focused. And I think he has a leg up because he's used to running across the middle in the NFL. Guys smashing the hell out of him. So silly string is nothing.
Tunnel vision.
When you got silly string hitting you from the side, it's like, this is not a 250-pound linebacker.
Yeah.
I have a theory. Did Keith actually not go first in the real day? Like, did he go later on after they already told people not to touch the silly
he did
string?
He went first.
He went first for real? Okay.
He did go first.
Well, that's
They're
good to know.
keeping it
bar.
no filter.
Hashtag
No editing.
filter, yes.
I was
Okay.
first, and then when they called me up to panel, when they were first up, I was first.
So that's really okay. 'Cause
Well, that's
sometimes
good.
They can edit things and change it
Yeah,
up,
of
so that's
course.
interesting to see that it was actually the same order.
Romeo wasn't really fazed by the silly string either.
Yeah,
No, he
was
did
awesome.
he did a good job as well. There were a couple of people that did a good job. I mean, no one really stands out because it's just too early on, but I feel like there were other people that did good as well.
I think with this kind of a challenge, they're just looking at confidence. That's pretty much what the challenge is about.
True, and well, knowing that, you know, the challenge, part of the challenge was not touching the strings makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Kind of like the
Exactly.
water. If you think about it, the water and the silly string kind of go hand in hand with
Unfazed.
being
Yeah.
unfazed and just
Yeah.
working with it and just going with the flow.
Before we move on, though, we need to talk about something.
yes.
What?
Something that kind of ties into modeling and beauty and skincare and everything.
Yes.
You guys, I get this product every single month. It's called Birchbox, and I love Birchbox. You guys get it every month. You go online, you fill out a profile, you say what you like, what you don't like, and every single month, Birchbox sends you a box of 5 beauty products. There's a guy's box and a men's box.
Well, what comes in the guy's box?
I've gotten boxers, I've gotten socks, I've gotten pocket square, I've gotten face scrubs, hair products, I've gotten,
Really?
yeah, everything. Cologne, soap. I've gotten everything.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So how much does it cost?
It's $10 a month.
Nice.
And it's free shipping. And the cool thing is, you go online on the promo code, you put AFTERBUZZ, and you get free. It's a free 100 points. And what that means on Birchbox is that 100 points means $10. Every dollar you spend on Birchbox, you get a real dollar back to where you can purchase real products on their website.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. So it's like getting the samples and then ordering the real product.
Yeah, so if you like the samples that they send you in your Birchbox, you can go online and you can purchase the real full size, and you get Birchbox points back to where you can put towards another.
So it's kind of like a rebate, and you can kind of like go back and get more stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Cool.
It's kind of like risk-free shopping.
Risk-free shopping. You get free products every month. You get to see, they tailor it towards your likes, what you don't like and whatnot. So yeah, it's a really cool product. I love it.
I'm checking that right now. You
Yeah.
said birchbox.com.
Birchbox.com.
And wait, how much is it a month again?
$10 a month with
$10?
free shipping.
Nice.
Free shipping.
What?
Which is awesome.
I
And
wanna order it.
they send you a little card with it every month telling you about how to use things, what to do with it, and it's really cool.
I think it's $10 a month with the AfterBuzz promo code.
It says here.
Right?
Oh,
$10
no,
a
it's
month. and ships
$10
free month.
anyway. You get
Oh,
a
is
free
it?
$10 to use on the website with the AfterBuzz code.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
So guys, you guys have to check it out. And
Yes.
while you're on the web, don't forget to check out AfterBuzzTV.com.
Adam has it on his phone right now.
Ooh, yes, Birchbox.
It's a guys and a women's box.
Nice.
Not just women's. It's guys and women.
Yay.
Go on to iTunes, YouTube, rate, comment, give us 5 stars. We want
Yes.
to get those ratings up and also get your theories, questions.
Well, we have 5 stars up in here tonight.
Yes, and don't forget to call in.
Call in.
Oh yeah, you guys want to call in, give us your 2 cents, ask
up.
us questions, talk to Adam, talk to Emma, talk to me, talk to Amanda, talk to Francisco.
What?
You guys can give us a call 424-256-1729, 424-256-1729 right now.
If y'all going out tonight, hit me up after this.
We're going.
You know, he's always in
We're
the party
going.
mode.
We're always
So.
turned up. Turn up.
Okay, so part of the winner gets to go into the Tyra suite. The first time they're going into the house.
And they haven't even seen the house
They
yet.
haven't even seen the house, and Keith is a winner, so he gets the Tyra Suite key, and
He gets to pick
chooses
somebody.
none but the less Kari to be in the Tyra Suite. How predictable was that?
And I guess a lot of guys were into Kari, especially this week. They were like, I like her look. I like her
She's
walk.
hot.
She's hot. So
Who are you into, Adam?
Yeah, all the girls. Yeah, I guess I did say Kari. I was like, oh, Kari's hot.
Who would you
on the
have
show.
picked? Who would you have picked if you?
To be honest, all my girls got cut. All my girls got cut.
Oh
before
yeah,
us.
we
Oh.
Jamie Ray.
Jamie Ray, Amanda Francis. They didn't show her. Emily was hot.
wait, her name was Amanda Francis.
Lindsay. Amanda Francis. Yeah, Amanda was probably the hottest one in the house. And all my all the girls are like classically hot, like sorority looking girls.
Right.
They all got chopped.
Oh
I'm
man.
like,
Wait,
it's
Jamie
fine.
Ray was the blonde.
Jamie Ray was,
From New
thick
Jersey.
blonde
10
hair.
yard.
Oh,
The point.
10 yard.
Wait, 10 yard. Was that your comment last week? She
Oh
had a
yeah, well,
10 yard.
they cut that out. So they made it. They didn't really explain that. What 10-yard game is?
Oh,
it's
I
like-
know what that means.
I mean, this girl's got great 10-yard game.
Yeah.
Her 2-yard game, not so good. Once you get all the the makeup and whatever off.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn, girl looks good from 10 yards away.
Right.
But
She's like a Monet.
I thought Jamie Ray was a 10 from 10 yards.
Right.
Nice.
Oh.
So once you guys go into the house, you guys see the scores. They're up on TV, and the bottom 2 are Ivy and yourself. How did you feel about being in the bottom 2? First challenge, going into the house. Did you feel secure? Did you feel like, okay, I got the next one? What was your feeling, or were you just like, let's go party?
Well, no, I felt like at first someone just yelled like, Adam, like, you got a 6. I was like, all right, fucking 6.
Rage!
Yeah, fucking 6. Like, that's good, right? Like, that's bad. It's like high above like average, I don't know. Apparently that's the worst one on the
Well, you're
TV.
still above Ivy.
And so I guess me and Ivy tied. We got a 6, and I didn't know what I did wrong. I thought I did great, but I guess I pissed some of the judges off.
But didn't
Well,
they
Miss
say-
J was
They said
Very
they said the
unhappy
only
with the-
thing that was missing from his runway walk, if he was carrying a keg, And then Miss J said, and my foot up his ass.
That was funny.
They were commenting that they thought you weren't taking it seriously, but then I was like almost laughing, like, come on, silly string fashion show. You don't have to take it that seriously.
Exactly. I'm fucking naked, you know. It's
Just
like,
have fun. That's
Well,
what,
part of it is, you know, as we said, being coachable. So when you're going out there and doing your own thing and you have such a big personality that it seems like they can't control you. And once, you know, if they can't control you, they can't get the pictures to look how they want it to be. So that's part of being the coachable and being open to do as they want. And just, you know, if you have that personality that it seems like maybe it might be a little bit tough to get a hold of, you know, your humor, your enthusiasm.
That also comes from, like, look, the coaches, you have somebody who's willing to be here and has, you know, the potential or whatever to do whatever. He's obviously has a look, otherwise he wouldn't have made this far, right?
Right.
Yes.
So what can you guys do as far as coaching him is concerned? That also is a testament to how well they can coach somebody who's just a blank slate.
Yeah, that
who
falls,
has no
falls on the show.
You're right.
Yeah.
That falls on, like, okay, do this, and do this. Okay, if they're doing this, or, you know, it's not like, you know, Adam is a very intelligent guy. I don't care what you guys might think because of the party stuff. He's a very intelligent dude, right?
Yes.
So if he's over here doing everything and it's not like working out based on what you guys are telling him to do, that might have something to do with the coaching as well. Maybe they're just not that great at coaching someone who's just a blank slate and coming in. You can't get frustrated. Like, if you're, how frustrated can you be? He's doing what you tell him to do. It's like, okay, well.
And, you know, actually, yeah, you know, Alexis, you know, great guy, you know, we talked and everything, but, you know, when he said that, like, Adam, I don't think you're taking this seriously, I was like, look, like, you know, yes, I did kind of, like, stumble into this competition, but, like, I literally dropped out of grad school, you know, to come do this. And so it's like, oh, you're not taking this seriously? It's like, yeah, I'm taking it seriously. I just, you know, I'm a fun guy. I like to, you know, fucking go out and, you know, well, this is the first time I've been on a runway. I'm walking down. I'm like, all right, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I walked, and they're like, oh, like, you're walking wrong. I'm like, they're just fucking walking.
so you were in grad school.
Yes.
What were you studying?
Yeah, I was in grad school in Atlanta at Georgia State. I was doing mathematical risk management and actuarial science.
Did you ever think about modeling, acting, moving to Hollywood before being presented with this opportunity?
No.
How did you get convinced to go to the audition then?
It's a funny story. It's
Tell us.
So we were at the club in Atlanta. It's me and my buddies Ian and Pat, and you know, we were the Magic Mike, like, stripper crew for Halloween, and yeah, I was dressed like a stripper. I mean, we were having a good time.
So you have an upper hand on some of these challenges already.
You Channing Tatum already. You Channing Tatum. You were Channing Tatum.
Yeah, no, I was obviously Channing Tatum. My other two buddies were the you know.
Did you have the keg in the back?
Man, they didn't let me bring it into the club. I had to check it at the coat check. But so yeah, we were. Well, you know, we were the stripper crew, and we were you know, at the club just fucking raging and, you know, just giving girls lap dances. I actually got some tips. I had real dollar bills as part of my costume. I walked out of the club with more money than I came in with. And then so this dude walks up to me and he's like, hey man, like, you know, like I'm an agent. I'm a modeling agent. Like, have you ever considered modeling? I was just like, what? And you know, so like we like drunkenly exchanged numbers, and like he gives me his card, and like that was the end of it. You know, he's like,
I wish I could have seen that.
He hits me up Sunday. He's like, hey man, like, you know, again, like I've been working for casting with the show. I think you'd be great for it. And he's like, you know, I can put you in. I can get your application up to the important people who see it. And so I was like, all right, I'll do it. Like, send in the general application that anyone can do. Send it in. Again, second round, do the whole like hour Skype interview. I'm like setting the computer up on my, you know, kitchen counter, like in my underwear, and like doing, like walking. And I'm like, dude, I hope my roommate doesn't come in right now. It's third round. All right, get past the second round. Third round, I'm at like I have to do like a video now. And they're like, all right, like day in the life of Adam Smith. And they're like, all right, you have a weekend to do it. You know, I didn't really do it. I didn't. Like, so I just like got these like videos that I had like together from college and just post college,
and just mashed them together and sent it in.
Well, that works.
You know?
Yeah,
But I
that
guess that's
works.
more real,
That's your
right?
life.
It's not like you're
Yeah.
filming like, all right, this weekend, like let's do some crazy shit, and then we package it up.
Yeah.
So I get maybe that's why they thought it was all right. Well,
More
let's
real,
see what it
yeah.
actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sent it in, didn't hear anything, and then like at Christmas time they hit me back. They're like,
How long? So it was Halloween to Christmas.
Halloween to about Christmas.
Wow.
And they were like, all right, you got to come out. Or I guess it was a little before, so you got to come out for VIP casting week. Like, congratulations, you're still in the running. I was like, what? I have like 4 finals. Like, I can't come. so I thought that was for sure.
That was a tease.
I was like, for sure that was the end of it.
All right.
They hit me back. I think it was like December 23rd. I get a call. I'm literally on the way to my grandparents' house, like in the car with my parents. And I'm like, all right, congratulations, you're still in the running.
They're like, damn, these people don't give up.
I'm like, all right. And then mom and dad were like, who was that? I was like, it's America's Next, because I hadn't told them anything about this. And they're like, it's America's Next Top Model. And then so I had to tell them like I might have like got this. And then so we have big Christmas dinner, all my friends and family at the house. So I show the casting video, which no one's actually seen. It's pretty good. A lot of just me just raging and pouring beers on my head. And then January, get the call like, you're a semifinalist, like you're coming out in February. I'm like already in class, and I'm like, shit. Like so I had to call my mom. She is not amused. Like, Mom, I think I got to take the semester off, and then I'm gonna go be America's Next Top Model. She's like, no, you're not.
She's like, what?
She's like, that's if I'm paying for your tuition. She's like, how you getting out there? I'm like,
They're flying me.
yeah. And here I am. That's
I love your story.
That's
That's really
hilarious.
cool. What did Grandma and Grandpa think of that video?
they really don't like. I don't even have the email, so no, they liked it. They like my mom once like got on. She like sent everyone all the pictures.
Right.
Everyone's like really supportive.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing.
It's cool to have parents that are like, all right, like Adam's like he's gonna be okay. Like, it's a hard opportunity to pass up. Like,
Right.
if it was
Yeah.
like some jerk off like MTV like pilot of like go date like this pillow or something, I would have done it. But it was like it's America's Next Top Model. Like everyone knows Top Model. You
Right.
say it's like
So many people see it.
I was on this reality show. America's Next Top Model. It's like,
Right.
oh shit.
Like,
yeah.
oh.
And if you think about it, it's like a once in a lifetime thing to do. You can always look back, and say, look, I was on America's Next Top Model, blah, blah, blah. You never know what other opportunities are going to come from it. And it's not like you don't already have a solid foundation. You're going to school. You're already going to grad school, so
Yeah.
So what
they
is
got to
your
cut you some slack on that one. Go ahead, son. Go ahead.
what does your future consist of? Are you going to go back to school, finish school? Are you going to, continue pursuing modeling? Are you going into acting? What projects are you working on? Give us a spill on that.
I think I could definitely get into modeling. If that's what people think I'd be good at. I don't know. Like maybe acting. Like maybe I'll get my own spin off the show. No, I just like my thing is I have no idea. Like I don't have like a plan. It's like all right, like if I do this, for a few years and then that gets me to this.
Right.
I just was like all right, I'll move out to LA. I've been in the South my whole life, and you want to be here. When shit's happening. What's that stupid like Fast and Furious quote? Live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a good quote.
with that being said, it seems like a lot of that is, going on in the house with, the partying, the drinking, and you're just having fun. You're being yourself, which the casting people obviously knew because they saw your video of who you really were. And it seems like some people have an issue with that, one being Mariana. Where did that all stem from? Because you guys are throwing out SAT scores and name calling.
Well, so that made me look like a douchebag. That was like, and I really don't think. I mean, there wasn't even Mariana coming at me. So I'm pretty sure it was actually Romeo. He said something like Adam, like I'm already, like they were kind of like teaming up on me. But again, like it was all just whatever. But he said something like I'm already in your head. Like I can tell how you think. I'm already like manipulating you.
I'm already in your head.
So I don't know. I think it was something like that. Again, I was pretty drunk.
So
whatever. But and so I wouldn't have just been like just spewed out my SAT score. It's like a dumb. You don't want to brag about your SAT score. I was like dumb doing that. But and then they clipped it, and that was a response. That wasn't even Mariana yelling at me. That was a response. So, like, don't try to get in my fucking head. Like, I'm a smart guy.
Right.
You know. But,
You were trying to defend yourself.
Yeah.
So you would say pretty much Romeo was the one creating the drama, because we see him also with Ivy. Last week it was with Danny. Danny went home. This week, you know, he's telling Ivy that Ivy is his biggest competitor and threat, so he wishes that she would go home and get eliminated. But it's funny, we don't get to see a lot of things backstage, what happens, obviously, with the editing, with so much going on, who said what, where did it stem from. So it's really interesting because reality is part of the show, aside from the modeling. So I'm sure a lot of our fans want to know what really goes on. You know, you go into the house from one week to another, you see someone cuddling, and then
So crazy.
Then the next episode, it's like they're strangers and they're fighting and you don't know what's going on. So Matthew and Mariana
that was in one
were.
episode. That wasn't even.
Yeah.
I know.
Hot and cold.
You have
in 1 hour.
Matthew and Mariana. You have Keith and Kari. Did you cuddle with anyone?
No, man. No one wanted to cuddle with me. I don't know.
All his cuddle buddies got cut. Remember, they all got cut.
All my cuddle buddies got cut.
It doesn't mean you can't create new ones.
That's true.
So did you?
Well, I mean, I don't know, being like the oldest one in the house. I mean, I'm 26. I think I just made that that cutoff, right? And
So you and Keith are like the same age, I think, right?
I'm older than Keith. Oh, yeah,
You're older than Keith?
I'm
Okay.
about a month older than Keith.
Okay.
Yeah, oldest
Okay.
one. But all the other girls, like, I think like 18, 19. Only 3 of them could even drink in the house. And so I was like, all right, like I'm not gonna like bang like an 18-year-old in front of my like mother on TV, national TV.
Right.
It's like, all right, so that was like, you know, I don't need to take that angle. I don't,
Right.
you know, I need to.
That's smart. I feel like you gotta be careful when you get on TV because they can get anything, and then that's forever gonna be
Out
on
there.
YouTube and
Did
out
you
there.
have to warn your parents about anything before the show aired? Like mom, dad, before you watch the show, don't watch this episode.
No, I've followed all the rules. I mean, you can't say anything. I didn't tell. You know, all my friends are just trying to get stuff out of me. I did not tell my own mom and dad anything that happens. It's better.
Wow.
It's better not to know.
It's better.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you get in the habit of not telling anyone, so it's more comfortable. But if you tell, like, one person, then you're like, oh, I gotta hold it in.
Yeah.
Oh no, my mouth is zipped.
That's good.
I've
No.
been
I mean,
rocked,
like,
yeah.
just, you know, keeping them like, hey, you know, just don't get surprised if something
Yeah.
happens, you know, on camera, because I don't know if they see something
Don't
happening.
be shocked. Don't be shocked.
Or they hear something from somebody
I
else
mean,
that saw Adam doing.
My mom would maybe be a little more worried. My dad thinks it's all hysterical. I mean,
Awesome.
Love it.
But no, they're great parents. They love me, and you know anything I do. So
Aww.
it's good.
That's awesome. One thing that I was happy to see is the phone booth and how it was used was completely open and free. I don't know if this
At
really
this point.
at
dun,
this
dun, dun.
point, but I don't know what's going to happen in the future episodes. But with the last cycle, you had to the winner of the challenge got to use a phone for like 10 minutes or however many minutes they wanted to, and then they set limits on everyone else after them. So that was an issue in itself. Was that the same for you guys?
I think that the phone booth was just like for design. That was like oh, that's cool. It's like a hipster thing. Let's have a phone booth in the house or something.
Right.
No, you couldn't just use the phone. It was,
Well, Mariana got to use it for during this episode.
yeah, so that was part of the allotted, you know.
Everyone
time
gets
to
10
use
minutes, 20 minutes? How long?
So Keith won the challenge, or I can't remember if it was a challenge of best photo, so he got to dole out.
Got it.
Minutes.
Okay.
I think he split it
Okay.
even.
So it's the
Yeah.
same thing.
They just didn't
So it was
really
the-
talk
yeah.
about it.
It was the
this
same
time.
exact thing.
Okay.
So she
probably,
had-
probably next episode will be more phone conversation.
Probably.
Details.
So they were just prepping her to be the girl who's a player, because they got to show her boyfriend who's back
Yeah,
home,
right.
and you know he's promoting her on social media and trying to be the good boyfriend while she's here cuddling with Matthew.
But she wasn't so sure how that relationship was going back home. But
well, that's
then
what
he
everyone
started-
would say once you get on camera. You're
Yeah.
like, forget who, what? No.
No, not necessarily. But I mean,
Really, Amanda?
But yes, really?
Really?
If it was really
Except for you,
solid.
because you're married, so we
Yeah.
won't go there. But
Yeah, it's
anyone
different.
that gets a chance, especially Mariana, you know, I don't know. She just looks like.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe
Who
it
said
wasn't
something
very
about a rap
serious.
video?
Huh?
Who said something about a rap video?
Oh, she seems like, she talks like, you know,
I'm from
The Bronx.
look.
Alicia. What?
Bob Alicia.
Okay.
I mean,
Hey.
honestly, her boyfriend compared to Matt, and I was stuck in a house with Matt. I might have taken the bait too. I mean, honestly.
I mean,
Well,
it was
We all
funny,
saw
but
the
next
pictures.
day-
We all saw the
But now
pictures.
The
he's
next day,
helping
she
her
was
out.
like, she came clean the next day, and she was like, "Look, I got a boyfriend." And
Yeah,
I know
after
Matt's
she
like,
found out he was promoting her
I
on
feel
social
like this
media.
is Temptation Island mixed with
Big Brother.
America's Next Top Model and like
Big
Big
Brother.
Brother.
Right.
It's all like 3 shows mixed into one.
There's just like
He's
so
over
much
there
going on.
nodding, like, yeah, that's true. That's
I'm
true.
like, this is not the Bachelor people, the
No.
Bachelor Island, whatever the hell you call that new
Temptation
show that
Island.
they came out
Oh.
with. You guys are here to model, and there's just way too much going on. Then you have people.
But there are co-ed
Turning-
model houses out there.
No, there is. I'm not saying anything about it,
But-
but the
That was the first model apartment I lived in Chicago. It was girls and guys, and I was 18, just graduated high school. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
Oh God.
And then it did look,
Bringing me back.
and then at the final judging, Miss J is like, "Oh yeah, there's some flirting with Mariana," and she's like, "It's over." Like what?
Like,
it's,
who
it's o-
cares?
Like it's over. Like
At
really?
the panel,
like
yeah, and he's
it
like,
was so dramatic. Like
he's like, I have nothing to say.
well, they
for a whole episode.
the models get to read the first elimination mail, which is interesting because now it's reality. People are, in the party mode. Now it's like, okay, someone's really going home, so
This is
we
it.
got to stop fooling around and really
Get
bring it
serious.
for the next challenge.
Yes.
So the next the challenge is a photo shoot, which is a water bucket challenge, and you have the water just being dumped on you while you're trying to pose and come out with this sexy, natural.
Slow motion,
motion
flipping
look.
the hair.
Just manage the water.
And
Trying
Tyra,
to look like you're like stuck in cold water, really.
Tyra
when
killed
you
that.
are.
Tyra is there
Yeah.
to set an example for everyone. She does the challenge herself, and she looks amazing,
Always.
just
I
I
like
give
always.
Tyra a 10.
10.
Give it a 10.
12.
She-
10.
12.
Fierce.
I don't care what anyone says. She
Smiles.
definitely
It's the
knows
eye
how to
of the
work the
beholder.
camera.
She does. She's still an expert supermodel. She still has everything going.
She models,
She
in her,
is.
All the
she models in
world.
her sleep. She probably models like
She's like,
And then she wakes up like, what?
Right.
She's
I woke
really
up like
amazing. So
I woke
she's
up like this. I really did.
she's showing everyone, what it is, what it takes, the angles, the, slow motion and all of that. So she was a great example to have over there. So
And a key point that she mentioned, even though it will be shown in slow motion, you shouldn't move slow. You should still, right? You should still move kind
it's a combination
Exactly,
of moving,
Well, the
just
frames
normal.
Will be, the frames will be altered.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
some people
for
were
slow-mo.
moving really fast. Some people were moving super slow. Some people were uncomfortable.
Some people were jerking their shoulders and like awkward.
Some people didn't have the boom, 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 and it was
Or the
just
boom,
it
boom,
was a
wow.
hot mess.
Oh.
Okay, so with that, I have some pictures up for you guys. Can we get some pictures
Here we
for
we're on panel.
whichever one comes up, so we could see them and talk about them a little bit.
Go ahead and put mine up first.
So to go through it, Adam, the judges thought you were just your photo and everything that you were crazy. You were.
Oh, this is a lot of pictures all in one. Wow, okay.
Yes,
Yeah, so
I
we
just
can
wanted to have
go.
everyone
Yeah.
in there. We have Adam in the right-hand corner, as you guys could see. The photo looks completely different than what you went through during the actual
I
challenge.
mean, like,
Yeah.
again, I don't know if the show's gonna be mad at me for saying this. To be fully honest, with them showing me yelling and growling, that was when we were shooting the video portion, which is gonna be clipped together for the,
The intro.
intro trailer. But this was more of what I was doing.
One of your modeling shots.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to show your personality a little bit for credits and then try to get your picture.
Well, no, they.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Then like when they were pouring the bucket on me, I was doing exactly what everyone else was doing.
Right.
What was the hardest
you can
part?
go back and look at it. You can tell that it's not like there's no water pouring on me. It's like a sprinkler.
Yeah.
Like.
What was the hardest part of the challenge?
Honestly, you look at my pants, I actually were almost falling
About to
down.
fall off.
That water was pulling them down.
The water, well, yeah,
They got
it's like
heavier because of being in the water.
Wet,
so,
yeah.
yeah, I think, yeah, you can almost see like the stem of my dick like popping out.
Oh my god.
Well,
again-
Tyra said you had the boom, boom, boom. So
There's a lot of boom, boom, boom happening here.
Oh yeah. Tyra's checking me out. I feel like, yeah, she was there the whole time. No, Denzel's ripped off. Other guys, I mean, well, Ben, it's not a very good picture. But Ben's a little more ripped
Yeah,
up.
his
than that.
abs look crazy in that.
Well, there was
photo.
some-
So
Whoa,
is
yeah,
Ben
whoa, weird.
in the left side right there with the shirt on?
Yeah, this is Ben right here.
Yeah, it's strange because
Bottom
he looks
left.
better in the rest of the show than that picture.
Yeah,
Doesn't
Ben
he
looks,
look-
Ben looks like fat there.
yes,
Yeah,
doesn't he look like Lennox, like the guy version of Lennox in this
Yeah, in
photo?
that picture, yeah. No, he does. It's interesting. But somebody made a comment on social media that he has a nice body and everything. He just needs to learn his angles.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's
Needs to
true,
work
but I
his
think
angles.
all
I
about
think
breathing, too.
everyone can work on that. I mean, in different areas.
Right.
I mean, this is still like the beginning, so I think all of
What-
these guys have
Yeah, life-
potential.
Life is really all about angles. So.
Definitely.
So-
It's all about breathing. I feel like your body.
Let's
looks
go
weird
back
when you
to the
breathe,
guys
too.
one more time. Okay, so I think my favorite out of all the people is Denzel, and I would have to say Romeo is next. I wasn't feeling Keith's
I like
pants
Matthew's.
being pulled down. Matthew, are you killing me?
I like
He looks like an
Matthews.
elf.
I like Matthews.
Oh,
What do you like
Matthew.
about that? He looks like he's like
aggressive, kind of.
really.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
That's why
He's
she was
coming
like,
at you.
she wanted him to have to do the Eastern European accent.
I
with
like
the
it.
whole- He looks like a swimmer. I
Yeah.
like. It looks like a got milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't
It's like
like
an
it at all.
underwear ad.
It does look like an ad.
Yeah.
Like,
H&M underwear. David Beckham.
No, I'm not feeling it.
Okay. Different
It just
of opinion. That's good. That's why we're all here. We
I
like-
did
I
like
think-
Will's eye thing.
Yeah, that was
we got several different comments on that, but it to me it looked natural.
His body looks great, but the eye thing, I guess in like a modeling sense, it looks great. But I'm not a big.
I don't
fan
know
of
if it was on
So-
purpose or an accident.
Did,
Oh, he said it was an accident. Yeah.
Okay.
for Keith, did Tyra ask him to take his pants on? I don't remember, or was it you
It was
side?
you
Was,
side.
it a request from Tyra?
I can only imagine. let me see.
I mean, if
please.
you think about it, look at Matthew has his pants all the way off. He's just wearing. It just looks more risque because he has pants on with the underwear.
His
If he
looks
doesn't
like
have
an
the underwear,
underwear.
if he doesn't have the pants on at all, then his shot will look something similar to what Matthew has.
It's interesting that they chose white and it's black and white. It kind of has a guest vibe already.
You're right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Who was your favorite from the guys except for yourself? Who do you think did a good job? You can't choose yourself.
I can't choose myself.
You can't choose your best buddy.
Yeah. Well, Ben's my roommate, obviously. So if I can't choose myself or Ben, I'll go with Matt.
Yes.
Matt,
I like Matt.
Matt's my boy.
Matthew, he
well,
likes to be called.
I guess
as
I'm
he
the
says.
only
my boy.
one with a difference of opinion over here. So if you guys want to call in and
I like
let me know
Romeo.
you agree with me,
No,
please
yeah,
do
I
so.
love Romeo's
I want to
picture.
say something. I think Romeo's face is amazing.
I
And his
thought- I
body
liked
looks
his.
good, but the only thing is, I wish he would have taken his arm away because it looks
Yes.
like he's hiding. It looks like he's hiding his body. It's like, be proud, man.
They wanted
Yeah.
him to be feminine though, so
That's true.
They do, but I think that the arm was a little bit too.
Shy.
What arm is he with? The left arm.
Yeah, his left arm.
is
I
a little
think
bit
it's a great
too
angle.
covered
Like,
up.
Pictures are all about like shapes and angles.
He
and
did make a
cool-
beautiful shape. I'm just commenting just that I would want to see the
It's
tattoos more.
artsy. It's eccentric. It's very model-esque. I give him a 10 on this picture.
It's-
It's very
It's
androgynous.
Romeo.
Romeo is very Romeo in that
Yes.
picture.
Well,
So-
I'm just having flashbacks to Corey.
He had a
He
pretty
looks
dope
amazing.
picture too, though.
Right.
He has a pretty dope picture.
He does
too.
remind
Not
me.
turned out good.
His
Yeah.
face looks really natural, which is amazing for what was happening. So
Definitely.
I like that.
Okay, let's go on to the girls.
Let's.
The ladies' night.
Woohoo! We have a lot of
Lennox.
sexiness going on over here.
I was amazingly surprised at Lennox's photo.
So good.
Lennox,
I was like, okay.
she already looks like it's a campaign for a high fashion label.
Yes.
A lot of these girls look completely different with water on them. I didn't recognize them when the photos came out. I was like, hold on, that's who? they have a completely different look, but as we could see, some
You're
people...
right, they do have a completely different look.
Because I didn't know that was Mariana.
Yeah, Mariana
She looks completely different.
pleasantly surprised me.
But her mouth was open, like Tyra
But I'm already
said,
a
and
fan of
It's a
her,
little
so.
oversexed. It was a little overly sexual.
I think it's the way her body's
She-
posed and her like face is up and her mouth's open and it just looks kind of sexual. Whereas
Be-
Lennox is like you know, face forward.
Yeah, it has to do with the position with the face.
Yeah.
It's very inviting, her body position and mouth open, so I'm sure a lot of guys were
But
happy
I
to
like
see that.
it. I mean, it's sexy. Why
It's,
be
it's
shy?
sexy. I like it.
It's a sexy photo shoot. I mean, come on. It's like a wet t-shirt contest.
and I
mean
keep
for
on
who?
saying she reminds me
What?
of...
For who?
Mariana,
Oh,
I
Mariana,
think
yeah.
it is sexy. I think why be shy to be sexy, especially in the...
It's. I don't think
beginning.
it is as bad as they were describing it to be.
Yes.
It's not like a porn style
No.
type of thing. I think it's just sexy, like Victoria's Secret type of, sexy where you could enjoy it and you could say, okay, she looks beautiful and she
Like,
looks
I would
great.
never see that in a magazine and be like, oh my god, what is she doing with her
I
mouth?
don't like how
Yeah.
they told Shy that she was too sexy. I was like, it looks.
Yeah.
I like her
I didn't
hands.
like it. I liked her hands, and I like how she was like working the water.
Yeah.
Because Shy's picture actually looks like you can slap Dove right there and throw it on the
Yes.
side of a bus and see
Yeah.
like every bus on the side
She
of the city
was
or
the
something like that.
only one that had details, except maybe from Kari, that you could see the details in the hands. And
Didn't Shy have modeling experience before she came on?
yes,
Yes.
So you can see that experience with her
yeah,
hands.
she does.
definitely. But I think
graceful.
everyone forgets that once you have a bucket of water being thrown at you.
But
Yeah.
she was more able to work with that water than some of the other girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she can, you can see the experience come out a little bit.
I
She
really
definitely
like
worked
the-
it.
Leah, I think, had the hardest time, but she also had like a childhood near drowning experience when she was 10 years old.
I don't
She-
believe in that stuff. You have water from above
I
you
just
being
like-
dumped on your
You
head.
take a shower every day.
I like how everyone
You take
has.
showers every day. How does that relate to drowning?
I hope you take a
I
shower
sponge
every day.
bath, okay? I sponge bath.
I just love how everyone has a phobia that comes out whenever they're doing bad in a challenge. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait and see who
I'm
has
not used to
any other.
water being on
I
my
think-
head.
I
I
think-
was drowning when I was younger. Girl, you don't shower.
Rayleigh, I think, has some potential, but I don't see it yet. I think more will be revealed. I can't wait
I
for
think
the
she has some
makeover.
potential, but I don't see it yet.
Okay,
I'm saying I think she has it in her, but it's not coming out on camera yet.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna say, what the f is Chantel doing in this photo?
I like this. I don't like her face.
I think
like
the way
the
they
pose,
just. I
but
think
her
they.
face is-
I think
I don't
that
like
they
it at
probably
all.
picked a bad picture.
Yes,
That's
I mean,
what I think,
I think
because
she had better pictures.
I think she
than
had a
that.
better picture than that,
Tyra
probably.
said she liked her story.
A question
What?
for Adam.
Yeah.
Do you think that there might have been better pictures of people and they didn't always pick the best one?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that was obviously everyone's complaint the whole time. You know, they put the picture up and they look at it and it's like, damn, like, I know I probably had a better picture than that.
Yes.
If I was the one picking, I wouldn't pick that. But then you got to trust, Tyra and
The
you
professionals.
side and professionals. All right, well, you say this is my best picture.
But I
you know
think
what? It's like, what do I know?
They
This
also
is-
pick the picture that will give them the most to talk about.
Right,
Sometimes.
right.
Just saying.
I enjoy it. I just don't like her face. She looked like she
It's
got
a
like
good
hit
pose. Yeah,
real
it
hard.
does.
She was like,
Like she's coughing.
she got like hit in the face.
I
with
felt
the
like
did
her
get hit
hair
in the
was
face with the
being
water.
pulled from behind, like someone was just pulling her
Yeah.
head back.
She got hit with the bucket.
I love her hair though. She reminds me of one of those Michael Jackson music videos when they were like doing the close-ups. I can't remember what song it was. Oh, Black and White. Yeah. Anyway,
Well, that was like
super
real
close.
close-up,
I
yeah.
know, but she,
Okay, so let's go on
so beautiful. I
to some of the scores that we received.
yes.
I'm gonna go through it real quickly.
Yeah.
Adam got
Oh, I want to say
well-
Eric Asla shot these photos.
yes.
Beautiful.
I was gonna go into
Oh,
that
I'm
next.
sorry. I got a little preemptive with that. I just
It's
was
okay.
excited.
So our photographer is Eric Asla,
Yes.
and special guest, of course, is Alexis Borges. I'm
I
not
think
sure if I'm
that's-
pronouncing it correctly.
that's how
I
it's
hope I am.
Special guest.
Borges.
Borges.
I don't
Did I
know.
miss something?
bourgeois.
He was from
He was
Next.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
the
Oh, sorry.
president of
Him.
Next Day.
Yes.
Or
Okay.
Just mentioned
Yeah.
special guest. And we have the first elimination, of course. Our judges are Kelly Catrone, Tyra Banks, and Miss J. Alexander. So the way I'm going to go through the scores, it's Miss J, Tyra, and then Kelly. For Adam, it was a 6 from Miss J, 9 from Tyra, and a 7 from Kelly. That is surprisingly very well. Tyra
Yeah.
really liked your photo.
Especially considering
And
Kelly
Can
was
we
giving
can we
everybody
put up
6.
Adam's
Yeah.
photo one more time?
Yeah, Kelly fired off a lot of 6s, and I was.
You were
like,
on the higher end of Kelly's spectrum.
I think the comment was.
She
One
actually
more?
gave somebody a 5.
I think
One more.
She gave Will a 5.
There you go.
There you
I think for Adam, I thought it looked like an Abercrombie.
Yeah,
did.
that's exactly what I said too.
It was actually, but it was in my top 3. It was him, Denzel, and Romeo from my
I
top 3
love your
pictures.
face. You're just really feeling it. It's really beautiful.
Embracing the water
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I thought,
down on you.
I thought the hair, kind of gave me an advantage. But I thought they were gonna have one with me, like the hair flip, like Chantel. But I thought it turned out good. And then the girls on there, they gave me the video comment. They said, "Oh, Adam is so hot." And they made me look like I was saying, like, how old are they, like, so I can hook up with them. I was like, whoa, how old
Why
are
did
they?
they say
Yeah.
that? They're young.
Other than that, I liked it. I thought it was great.
So Denzel got an 887. Relia got 776. Ben Boom Boom No got 877. Mariana got a 7, 9, and 7 from Kelly. Matthew got 3 8s. Shy got 876. Romeo got 897. Ivy, she got a 777. Chantel 886. Kari 886. Lennox 889. I feel like Kelly's being really honest with these judging. So whoever Kelly gives a score to, she's dead on. Just an FYI.
I got a 7. I was happy with Kelly's 7. I think she said it looked like I was gonna like build a kayak and then like come have sex with her or something.
Group sex party.
That's a good thing, no?
Keith got a 9 from Miss J,
Keith got-
10 from
I
Tyra,
called it before I even
and a
opened.
7 from Kelly. Kelly, I'm believing her. Will got a 7, 9 from Tyra, and a 5 from Kelly.
Lowest.
She was not.
That is
feeling,
the lowest I've seen
She's
so
not
far.
feeling the one eye open thing.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I don't know. So the way the elimination is going to work, the scores are based on the judges' scores that I just read off, the challenge scores, and also the fan votes. We were wondering if social media was going to be tied into this, so now we
Now
know.
we know.
It is.
And we go through the the comments some of the judges were making. So everyone is called. Of course, Keith's name is called first. And the bottom 3 were Shy, Ivy, and Will. I was a little bit surprised to see those people in the bottom 3. What did you guys think about it?
I thought Shy did a good job. I think I don't know why they didn't like her picture so much this week. I really think she made it look beautiful. I don't know what.
I
This
liked
week
it
is
as
kind
well.
of like a crapshoot for me. Like the runway challenge and then this photo shoot. I was like, I can't wait to see what next week is gonna have in store. Something more serious or something.
Yeah.
So just to
Shy was one of my top, actually.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was
wouldn't have put her
surprised
in
for
the
her to be
bottom.
in that group of 3, but
Yeah,
I thought
she was one of my top 3.
Will
for
and
that.
Ivy, it made sense that they were there.
So the bottom 2 is Will and Ivy, and we had a little bit of a disagreement backstage of who was going home, and despite Amanda's wishes for Ivy to stay, she was eliminated, and we got the twist that the eliminated contestants are going to be competing and taking the photos just like everyone else, and they have a chance to come back into the actual contest
whoever has the highest social media
with
score.
the social media score.
So they all get the makeovers and they're all gonna do all the photo shoots again.
So we don't know what's going on because we're all voting when the pictures are being released because everyone is competing in the challenges. Now we find out that they're actually going to be taken to an elimination house. So was Elimination House close? Did you guys know anything about that?
Did you see them during the photo shoots?
You know you're gonna be there the whole time if you make it into the house. You don't know really how it's gonna go down. So Avi was the first one eliminated. So she has to go home after judging panel. She goes back. We're still on the bus. Take her. She moves out. We don't see her. So we don't know what happens, but we know she's still somewhere, but she's not in the house.
Okay,
Right,
so you don't. It's an undisclosed location to the
Right?
contestants.
No, yeah, we have
Okay.
no idea. No.
Well, I'm sure it's a good feeling to know that if in case, God forbid, you get eliminated, you still have a running chance
Still got a
into
chance,
being
yeah.
America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, you do every shoot. but it's not, you know, we can't. It's not like we're still hanging out, you know, with Ivy.
Right.
She does a shoot, kind of, and they kind of
Right.
mingle us around, so we're separated.
I'm
Always
excited
separated.
to talk to Ivy tomorrow. We'll have an interview with her.
Yes,
11:30
guys.
a.m.
And
Pacific Standard Time.
I hope that she went brunette because I think she should have Linda Evangelista hair.
Well,
That's my
you guys
hope.
have to ask her all those questions
Yes.
and let us know
We will.
because
We will.
we're really excited. And guys, unfortunately, we're done for today. But definitely check out Amanda, Francisco, and Thaddeus tomorrow in the studio, 11:30 a.m. to do a special phone interview with Ivy.
Where can we find you online?
Well, you guys can find me on social media everywhere at Real Emma K. And
You can find me at Club Thaddeus on all social media and GQJedi.com.
You can find me Twitter, the Francisco, Instagram, Francisco Thurston. Go sign up for Birchbox.
Ooh. You can find me, Amanda Fields Bennett, on Twitter and Instagram at The Runaway Queen.
and where can they find you?
Follow your boy at Adam ANTM21. Check out my website, beeronthehead.com. Send your
Beer
videos.
on the head.
Beeronthehead.com.
Ooh.
Womp womp.
And we'll be back next week, same time, same plays. Call in, people.
Peace, love, and fashion.
Holla.
See ya.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.